Taylor Holmes here from THiNC. Let's do something a little different today. I've never done this before. Let's chat about the Oscar nominations 2022. List just dropped. Well, I don't know if it was last night or this morning or recently, last 24 hours they came through. Let's look at, some of the standouts. I've not seen the list yet. I have not seen it. I don't know. I have ideas what should be on the list. A billion% do not matter to anyone in Hollywood. They actually hate me, I'm sure. They don't care what I think. They want money. But let's look at it. I'm going to open it now. I'm going over to Hollywood. I see that it's out. I saw it on Twitter. But before I open it, I have a feeling the big miss for me from a viewing standpoint is definitely Branagh's Belfast. I've got a buddy who's just nuking me for not having watched that yet. I'm hearing it's amazing, so I'm guessing that'll be on there. But the big winner, I think, is going to be Power of the Dog. But I called that months ago. And I called out that Cumberbatch would be nominated, but also very, very likely to win. And I also called out, my big call out was that Spencer, Kristen Stewart, would 1,000,000% win Best Actor, Actress, whatever, for that. Those are my two big. So Spencer and Power of the Dog. But I have a feeling, because of some of the ripple that kind of happened with Licorice Pizza and other things, I don't know what's going to happen with Kristen Stewart. But regardless, I think Power of the Dog is going to be, I think, the big winner. I personally love Spencer, but I think Power of the Dog is going to be just adored by Hollywood. All right, let's open it up. Hollywood Reporter, scrolling. All right, nominees, 23 categories. Okay. Best Picture. Belfast. Okay, there. Coda. I don't remember Coda. I don't know Coda. Don't look up. That is shocking. That's solely because of the fact that there are 10 movies in Best Picture. They didn't have anything to go to. Do Not Look Up is not a Best Picture candidate. Drive My Car. I've heard about it. I don't know it. Dune, obviously. King Richard. Yep. That makes sense. Licorice Pizza, of course, because Licorice Pizza was awesome. Nightmare Alley. I hated it, but Guillermo del Toro, amazing job there with cinematography, set design, costume, like acting. It was all very, very good. The story was just all over the place. Sherman. No. Rap. Word rap. So, Power of the Dog. Yep, obviously, Power of the Dog. West Side Story. West Side Story as Best Picture. I bet that means that Steven Spielberg got nominated for Best Director. Let's scroll. Yep, he sure did. Steven Spielberg. Power of the Dog, Jane Campion. She could take it. Paul Thomas Anderson with Licorice Pizza. Looking at Kenneth Branagh, Jane Campion, Drive My Car, Ryusuke Hamaguchi, and Steven Spielberg. I don't know Drive My Car. I know that Belfast is amazing because I've heard from two good friends that I trust implicitly. Licorice Pizza was possibly one of the best movies of the year, just in terms of the brightness and the acting and just so good. But Jane Campion will probably take this one home. All right, so Best Picture. If I'm gonna shortlist there's obviously the five main, because there aren't 10 best pictures, right? There's 5. There's 4 or 5. Dune was hella good. No way it's gonna win because it's it's the first part, and people just were like, "What? Not a whole movie, right?" It's not gonna win. I think it's gonna be, but it. Oh gosh, Spencer isn't on the list for Best Picture. Oh crap! Wow. Okay. So Belfast, Coda. I still don't know Coda. Don't look up. Don't look up. Beat Spencer. Really? Uh, okay. So I'm gonna shortlist. Yeah. It's gonna be between Power of the Dog and Licorice Pizza. I think Licorice Pizza was too bumpy in the back third, and the ending didn't clinch. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Power of the Dog is gonna win, which is surprising because at the previous award shows, which you know, envision where Oscars are gonna go, the Power of the Dog didn't do as well. Okay, so I'm 6 minutes in on this video, and we've only made it through Best Director. Let's look at Best Actress. Jessica Chastain. Yep. Eyes of Tammy Faye. Yep. Olivia Colman. The Lost Daughter. It was kind of a drudge of a movie. I enjoyed it intellectually. Penelope Cruz, Parallel Mothers. I do not know that movie. Being the Ricardos, Nicole Kidman. I was not a fan. I didn't even mention it on the site. And Kristen Stewart and Spencer. First Spencer mention. Best Actor. Javier for Being the Ricardos. Benedict Cumberbatch. I predict he'll win. Andrew Garfield. Tick, Tick, Boom was very meta and very, very good. If you like musicals at all, you have to watch Tick, Tick, Boom. I thought it was really quite insightful and mind-blowing how good that was, but I don't think Andrew Garfield was Andrew Garfield singing. Will Smith and King Richard, does he have a chance there? Not against Cumberbatch. He was good, but he wasn't. And then Denzel Washington, Tragedy of Macbeth. I've just recently, in the last 2 days, rewatched it. I didn't make it through the first time, Macbeth, and I'm outspoken as a huge Shakespeare fan. But this take just did not work for me, and it took some time for me to get into Denzel in Macbeth, but eventually it got better. I started to enjoy it more. But that goes without saying, like, if I, a big Shakespeare fan, have to work hard to swallow, I don't think he'll win. I definitely think Cumberbatch. I definitely, odds on favorite is definitely Cumberbatch and Kristen Stewart still. Supporting, Jessie Buckley in Lost Daughter. I didn't think it was a huge standout role. West Side Story, Ariana DeBose, Judi Dench. I hear she's amazing in Belfast. I got to see it just for her specifically. Kirsten Dunst in Power of the Dog. I highly doubt she'll win for that role. I think Judi Dench will take, from what I'm hearing from others. Judi Dench. I'm gonna have to write these down. Best Supporting Actor, Syrian Hines, Belfast. Again, Belfast, I hear good things. Coda, no idea. Power of the Dog, Jesse Plemons. It was good. It was a good role. I thought he did well in that role. J.K. Simmons, anyone really in the Ricardos didn't work for me. That movie didn't work for me. And then Cody Smith McPhee, Power of the Dog. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it. All right, so let's jump to costume design. Where's costume design going to go? Probably going to go to Spencer. Well, Dune, right? Yeah, Cyrano. I have not seen that yet. It's is it out yet? Um, Cyrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley costume design was really good. West Side Story, okay. Pretty standard fare there. I would argue who's gonna win that? Well, Cyrano was very like from what I remember from the trailer was very Renaissance sort of so if it was me, I'd give it to Dune. Nightmare Alley was good, but I'd give it to Dune. Dune was amazing. Best sound, Dune, 100%. Dune, 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 Dune. That scene with the hand in the box. Oh my gosh, the sound was just epic. Score, Dune, Hans Zimmer. Like, how do you not give that to Zimmer? Power of the Dog. Encanto was good though. Encanto was a very good score. I'm gonna go out on a limb and go Hans Zimmer for Dune. If Hans Zimmer's in the list, he always. I mean, he should be your odds on favorite. Adapted screenplay: Coda, Drive My Car, Dune, The Lost Daughter, Power of the Dog. It's gonna go Power of the Dog. I think the number of times Power of the Dog is original score or they're gonna probably take home 8 Oscars here. If I had, I don't know how many there are on the times on this list, but it seems like it's gonna be a lot. Original screenplay. This is Branagh's own story, right? He directs, a kid that is I'm hearing is fantastic. That's gonna be good. There's no way. Don't Look Up wins. King Richard. Oh, okay. Licorice Pizza's on this list too. Worst person in the world. Wow. They made it to best original screenplay. Wow. I mean, I enjoyed that movie, but I definitely saw it as a little bit more of a liberal fare, feminist rights sort of thing, and I couldn't really speak to it, and I didn't want to be negative in that space. That's why I didn't write it up. Um, I'm gonna go with Belfast. I think Belfast is gonna pull best original screenplay out. Affairs of the Art, best animated short. I don't know any of these. Best live action short. Don't know any of these. Best film editing. Okay, Don't Look Up. No. Dune was good, but it stayed very literal to the book. King Richard, Power of the Dog, Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom's editing was very good, non-linear. Maybe it pulls out a win over Power of the Dog. I don't know, but I think Power of the Dog is going to run it this year, though. So I'm putting Power of the Dog as the favorite. Best makeup and hairstyling: Coming to America, Cruella, Dune, Eyes of Tammy Faye. The makeup for Tammy Faye was like all the talk of the town. That's all anybody was talking about for that movie. I would like Dune to win, but I have a feeling that it's going to be Tammy. If they're going to go with the obvious choice, I'm going to go with Tammy Faye. Animated, Encanto. There's no way anybody beats Encanto. Documentary, don't know. Documentary short, don't know. Best original song: Be Alive from King Richard. Encanto's Dos Oruguitas. Any song from Encanto, it has a very, very, you're going to have a hard time beating that. We don't talk about Bruno is all my kids are singing these days. No Time to Die, Sinead O'Connor, really? Is that, Phineas O'Connor. Billie Eilish, No Time to Die. Oh, yeah. Somehow You Do. Best cinematography, Dune. Dune will win. Dune is winning that. There's no way Macbeth, Power of the Dog. Well, Power of the Dog had good cinematography. I'm going to go with Dune, though, for cinematography. Best international feature, don't know. Drive My Car, Flee, The Hand of God, Nana. Worst Person in the World. I'm going to go with Worst Person in the World because it's in the best film, isn't it? maybe in screenplay. And then best production design, Dune wins. Visual effects, Dune. Spider-Man. Oh, people were talking about Spider-Man No Way Home making it into the best movie list because of the 10. That's pretty much it. There were more, but I'm gonna stop there. I'm sure I'll listen back through this, and I think my overall takeaways from the nominations are that Power of the Dog is all over the place. I didn't think through how many. Is that like 10, 12 nominations for Power of the Dog? That usually that gives you a really good hint on where the Oscar is going to go. So I would say Power of the Dog has a really good shot at Best Movie. They have a really good shot at Best Actor. They may have a shot at not Best Actress, but supporting, a couple of supporting roles there. Cinematography, they got a shot. I don't think they have a shot at music. Maybe 7 or 8. I think they have a shot for. Dune, I wish had more representation, but at the same time, oh wait, hold on. I closed the list. For best director, Dune isn't even what? Dune's not even on there for Denis. Denis Villeneuve is not in there. He's not in the list. Best director. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. They pulled a fast one on Dune. All right. So interesting year, interesting movies. Power of the Dog is a complicated Western and not a Western, right? It's a story about revenge and love and hate and, familial chaos. And oh, by the way, it's set in, the modern, a newer Western kind of space. Cumberbatch is a favorite from Hollywood, but this is different enough that I think Power of the Dog will do well. King Richard may get a little love. I think. I hope Kristen Stewart gets love for her role there, but I'm outspoken about her. Anyway, tons of fun. I hope you followed along and I wasn't going too fast. That was my reveal of my Oscar nominations read. It'll be interesting to see where they go. But just keep following along over on Patreon. Thanks for joining, and take care, everybody.